Hey there everyone, Mary Pittman from Fitness Alliance International, and it's Motivation Monday. So I'm just going to give you a little something that I use to train some junior swimmers with. I'm a former swimming teacher, current personal trainer, former barista, I'm former lots of things. So basically, to get into it a little bit, these swimmers were between 9 and 13 years old, and we had to break down principles to help them with their swimming and their training and their motivation, basically. They weren't elite swimmers, but they trained regularly. So, and we had a lot of, a decent relationship that they would take on teachings that we gave to them. So today's teaching is SACE. So as you can see here, symmetry, awareness, consistency, and effortless. I'm going to break those down for you in just a moment. And they actually looked at the letters for the first time, the SACE, and said to me, why don't we just call it CASE? It's a regular word, and people will know what it means. And I said to them, you know what? Let's call it SACE because it sounds more exotic, and things that your mind isn't used to, it remembers better. Okay, so let's break it down. So first of all, the S, symmetry. So in swimming, symmetry is really important because you're supposed to be rolling over an axis in like a line down the middle of your body. And basically the dictionary meaning of symmetry is everything is even. Everything is balanced on two sides, on four sides. Everything is totally equal. And basically that's really important in swimming, but how do we break it into a life principle? So a lot of people would call that balance, life balance, work-life balance, whichever way you want to look at it. And with symmetry, we know that there's not just two parts to life. There's not just four parts to life. You can't just break it down into equal parts. Most people work for 8 hours a day. That's a third of their time at work. How are you going to break that down into active time and rest time? There's also sleep. We're supposed to sleep 8 to 10 hours a night. That's at least a third of your day gone again. So we broke symmetry into 3 parts for this principle, basically, and we called it the Mars bar principle. So Mars bar's tagline is work, rest, and play. So how much of those 3 areas are you getting into your life? So like we said, you've got work, you've got your employment, but then there's also the stuff you do at home. So the cleaning, the taking care of the kids, the mowing, all those mundane activities that we don't look forward to, but they have to be done. So you throw that into your work area. It throws that 8 hours out just a little bit. Now we go into the rest. It's not just the sleep you get overnight, and are you getting quality sleep? It's also the rest breaks that you take during the day. Are you using them effectively? Or are you eating your lunch at your desk so you can get through all the work you need to get done? Are you giving your mind a mental break in between activities so that you can be more effective when you go back and complete your day? Are you giving yourself a break in the transition between work and home? So yeah, you've got to drive home, but do you give yourself the space and the time to give yourself a break, basically, and detox from your day before you go into the family? Or do you just move from one to the other without any flow and basically take out your frustrations of the day on the family? So looking at the work, the rest, and the play in each day. So are you playing also? Are you spending time at the gym? Do you have social time each day or each week to get that symmetry or that balance through your week? Okay, let's move on to awareness. So with swimming, it was more about awareness of where their body was in the water. Are their feet deep enough to make kicking effective? What is their arm doing in their freestyle? How are they reaching for the water in their backstroke? All that sort of thing. So awareness in life. Where do you fit into your life? Where do you sit in your life? Are you aware of where you want to go? Do you have goals? And where are you on the path to those goals? If you have a saving goal, if you have a holiday goal, do you want to go away for Christmas, for example? How close are you to the financial or the time needs of that goal? Okay, so basically being aware of where you fit in every area of your life. If you watch the Gimme 10 series, it'll take you through the 10 most important for some people areas of life. You can break it down any way you want, and take a look at how you can find a bit more balance through all 10 areas. Okay, so let's move on to consistency. Now, with all this goal setting stuff and activity and busyness, we basically get lost in it. A lot of people get lost in what they've got to do, in to-do lists, in what the boss wants them to do, in what they need to do when they get home. And we lose consistency because as we're working on one project, another project gets dropped on our desk, or we get an email from somewhere that basically takes our mind and our attention off what we're already doing because it's more important. So how consistent are we being? Are we breaking down what we're doing in our goals, for our goals, into bite-sized pieces, or are we going gung-ho and burning ourselves out, pulling back, taking a rest, and then going at it again? Now, some of you may have heard of the singer Keith Urban. He was supposedly an overnight success, but basically his motto is, if it's a real goal, there's no plan B. He worked for over a decade to get his first successful single. So he may have played in some bars and some pubs and some clubs and that sort of thing in that time, but he was never an international success before that. And then he broke it big, and he's more than just an international success. He's classed as an international superstar now. So he worked consistently through that time, writing songs, playing songs, developing his art, working on his guitar playing skills. What are you doing each day to build towards your goals? Are you saving money towards your holiday? Are you working out regularly? Are you watching your nutrition for physical fitness? Okay, so, and moving on, effortless. Okay, so effortless, it's not going to be, using Yoda phraseology. Basically, nothing comes without effort, but to onlookers, you make it look easy, is how I explained it to my swimmers. And basically what that is you work hard, you use your consistency, you use your symmetry, and to relay the point, I guess, I heard a story of a duck. In a seminar once, the presenter was talking about the duck. And yeah, they're sitting on the pond, they look all calm and mellow. They're not looking like they're working hard at all, but underneath the water, they're paddling like crazy just to stay afloat. Okay, so you make it look effortless to those who are looking on, but you know, and those who are around you and are working with you know, that it's not as easy as it looks. And you've put obviously a lot of work, you've put your consistency in, and you're continuing to put that work in to gain the success that you're gaining. Okay, so it's obviously not effortless, and nothing comes without it. So just to quickly review, symmetry or life balance, or breaking your day down into the Mars bar principle: work, rest, and play. How much of each of those are you getting each day? Awareness: where do you sit in your life, and how's that working for you? Consistency: find your groove, walk to the beat of your drum. As a friend once said to me, find your rhythm of life and stick to it, and keep your pace so that you're not burning out and you're not feeling lazy, like you're distracted all the time. And finally, effortless. Nothing's going to come without effort, but to those onlooking, it may look so, because you make everything look so easy. Yeah, so that's SACE for Motivation Monday. I'm Mary Pittman from Fitness Alliance International, and I'll see you next time.